Are you sick and tired of starting and stopping a ketogenic, low-carb, high-fat lifestyle? If you find that you constantly give up on this lifestyle, you're starting and you're stopping keto over and over and over again, it's getting so frustrating. You feel like you have so much motivation, and then all of a sudden the motivation goes away and you eat the wrong thing. You are not alone, and today I'm going to share with you my 4 biggest tips to helping you break that cycle so that you can stay on track long term and make this a lifestyle that really is more than just a diet. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the top things that you can do to get back into ketosis quickly so you can get going on your goals again and never miss a step. Now, as always, you can check out the description for chapter markers so you can skip ahead if you want to get to different topics, and let's get right into this one. So my name is Ashley Salvatore. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I have tons of tips and tricks to help you so I can save you some time so you don't have to read the hundreds of books that I've read that have led me to the knowledge that I have about this lifestyle. As well as I have my own personal experience. This lifestyle has transformed my life, helping me release 60 pounds of fat after my daughter Clara was born, and I am now working on reaching my highest fitness level. You're probably here because you struggle to stay on track with keto. So if you've been eating the standard American diet for a while, or even a clean eating lifestyle where the majority of the calories that you've been consuming are coming from carbohydrates, this type of change is going to be very difficult at first. But once you get going on this, it becomes really, really easy once you get beyond the first 10 days to 2 weeks. Okay, so I want you guys to hold on for at least 2 weeks and make it to that point where you can easily convert fat for fuel. Your body will be producing ketones. But there's one thing that I notice a lot of people, they don't realize how important it is to get specific nutrients into their lifestyle when they first start keto, and it causes them to fall off track, and they don't even realize why. They think maybe they can't do this lifestyle, it's too hard for them, it's too difficult, they're too addicted to carbs, they can't get beyond that stage. So the very first thing is magnesium. Super important that you grab some magnesium, 250 milligrams at least. Have that every night. So this could be the ticket for you to actually be successful with this lifestyle. Magnesium is a mineral that gets depleted very quickly, and not having the magnesium could cause you then to feel very tired. It can cause you to have sleep issues. It can cause you to start actually craving food later on, craving carbs without even realizing it. The next thing is, a lot of you guys have told me that you feel really, really tired. Well, if you're feeling lethargic or you're feeling exhausted, you have this feeling where you just want to sleep or you can't think straight, these are actually a signs of dehydration. So having enough water is super important with this lifestyle, and that's one big mistake that a lot of people make. So they start feeling really tired, right? They get tired and they run for coffee, which is going to dehydrate you even more. You need to run for some water, drink more water, and I can almost guarantee you're going to feel that energy return at least an hour later if you drink the water. It's almost like your body telling you we need more water, and this feeling is what could cause people to go off track as well, because they could think, I'm so tired, I just need some carbs. Once I eat the carbs, I will feel better, and then I won't be tired anymore. So this can cause the slip up. So knowing this in advance, you understand that you're going to probably start feeling tired if you're not getting enough water. You want to make sure you're getting plenty of water. So that's one huge tip. And by plenty of water, I mean half your body weight in ounces of water. That's what's recommended. The next thing that causes a lot of people to fall off track with keto is they overcomplicate things. They make it way too complicated, as in they are trying to track the macros. They're trying to figure out how to eat more fat when they're making their meals. They're just getting confused and they're overcomplicate. They're making all of these crazy recipes. They're making a meal plan that consists of all of these different things that are going to take a lot of time to create and make and build. I want to challenge you guys, the ones who have been struggling to stay on track for 2 weeks. I want to challenge you guys to make keto super, super simple. The most important thing is that you keep your net carbs below 30 net carbs a day. 25 to 30 net carbs. Again, as long as you don't have any medical conditions or reasons to have your carbohydrates higher than that, that is a perfect number, okay? So if you focus only on that to begin with, what's going to happen is you are going to be able to stay focused and stay on track. Now, the goal is higher fats so that you're not consuming too much protein, because a lot of people in the beginning, they get started on this and they're trying to do low fat and low carb at the same time, which is starvation, and it's going to cause a lot of issues. And so for many people, they will be over consuming protein, which is going to cause your body to actually turn that protein into glucose when it metabolizes that as fuel. And so you don't want that to happen. So you want to be consuming enough fat. However, you don't need to be getting extra fat beyond the foods and meals that you're eating, as long as you're focused on the net carbs, keeping your net carbs at the right balance. In the beginning, what's going to happen is you're going to deplete those glucose stores, the glycogen stores, and you're going to start burning fat for fuel, and it's going to be a lot easier to eat more fat. The next thing is, you guys are probably not going to like me for this one, but I'm going to suggest that you cut out alcohol for a while. Try cutting out alcohol. If you struggle to stay on track with keto, it's possible that the alcohol is causing you to go off track. And so this can be very challenging for a lot of people to begin with, but it's so good for you to do, especially the first 2 weeks of keto. So if you can do it, I would go for it and do it. So I just created a video where I talked all about that, my 50 days without alcohol. I gave you guys some tips, all of that. So I'll link it in the cards and also in the description below, so you can check that out if it's a challenge you want to take on. At the end of the day, you need to hold your goals in your mind. You need to have a clear vision, clear focus of why you are doing this, and think about how the foods that you're eating make you feel. You know, a lot of times we eat carb heavy foods, or we crave them, or we want them because they fulfill something within us that has nothing to do with food. It's comforting, right? So find different ways to comfort yourself, to take care of yourself, to do something that you love that doesn't involve food, to find a purpose, to find a passion, to find something, right? That can be very helpful. But also, you can make some comfort foods with keto. If you're keeping it super simple, I recommend you're starting with just like eggs and bacon, really easy stuff, right? Keeping those net carbs low. Try to limit the snacking. In the beginning, it's okay if you're eating a little bit more calories than normal. As you're becoming fat adapted, allow that to happen, because it's better for you to eat more calories but keto than it is for you to go off track and eat carbs and have lower calories while you're trying to get to that zone where you're fat adapted. Because once you're fat adapted, you're not even gonna be thinking about food, you're not even gonna be hungry, you're gonna feel amazing, you're gonna sleep great, you're gonna have tons of energy, mental clarity, focus, you're gonna just do incredible. Okay guys, let's get to the second part of this video, which we will be talking about what happens if you actually already fell off track and you want to get back on track, but you really want to be successful this time at staying focused long term, and you don't want to fall off track again. Okay, so I have tons of tips for you in this little presentation. But first, check out this amazing pizza. I made this pizza. It's totally keto, and all I did, it's really super simple, is I took some low carb wraps. Mission has a great low carb wrap, and I baked it with ranch, cheese, mozzarella, and buffalo chicken, grilled buffalo chicken, pre-cooked grilled buffalo chicken. It is so good and super simple, so I wanted to pass that along to you guys as a little tip idea as you are following this lifestyle, to give you some ideas. Okay, so let's get right into this. So how do you get into ketosis, back into ketosis quickly? I have some tips for you guys here. First things first, you're going to restrict your carbs to 25 net carbs per day. I already talked about this a little bit in this video, so I'm not going to go too in depth into that, but you also want to follow a high fat macro ratio. So that's step number one. Number two, stay strong. So it's really super important that you do not fall off track again within the first couple weeks. You want to stay focused and stay strong. So just tell yourself that you can do this, and I promise you guys, you can do it. Just don't fall into that trap, because I can tell you, once you get that glucose and those carbs in your system again, it's going to be really tempting, because your body is going to be fighting against you. That type of food is addicting, and so it's really hard to break that cycle. So you need to stay strong and push through that really difficult, challenging situation where your body is fighting back at you and wants to eat those carbs. Okay, next, try doing an extended fast for 24 hours or longer, or intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting, 24-hour fast, is really super helpful at getting your body back into ketosis because it's going to burn through those the glucose stores much quicker than if you're eating and consuming food. Ideally, you want to try to do this. So if you've never intermittent fasted before, and if that's way too difficult for you, then actually this might not be the best idea for you. But if in the past you've done intermittent fasting, you definitely could jump right into this, do an extended fast. Some people will even fast up to 72 hours just to kind of kick their body straight into ketosis. Eat more fat and MCTs while your body burns through the extra glycogen. So now this is a tip that can help you actually get beyond the stage where your body is really fighting you to eat more carbs. And so if you're feeling those cravings, you're feeling like eating something, you need to eat more fat. You need to get those MCTs. It's going to help your body get into ketosis way more quickly than if you didn't do that. So don't try to do it like a lower macro here with fat. Really try to get to the 70%. You can even go as high as 80, 85% fat while you're trying to get back on track with things. Next two really is exercise to burn up more glycogen stores. Fasted workouts are preferred. This is huge. If you can start up like cardio, lifting weights, weight training, do this while you are trying to get back into ketosis more quickly, that is definitely going to help you. Anything that will burn up the glycogen, because your body now just stored that glycogen, you're going to have some insulin, blood sugar spikes. You want to get it out of your system as quickly as possible. So doing a workout really would help. So ideally, after you have your fall off track and you get back on track, what you're going to want to do is the first day back, that morning, do a fasted workout and try to fast until your first meal, which would be around noon. So that could be a 16-hour fast, and that's okay. And then break your fast with a really high fat meal. I really love like a scrambled eggs that scrambled with mayonnaise to really bump up the fast, and have some avocados with that. And so that's a really great way to kind of get right back on track. And don't worry about calories while you're working on getting back on track. So a lot of people get stressed out about, okay, did I eat too many calories today and all of these things. But in the beginning, just to get beyond that point where your body is going to try to get you to fall off track again, don't worry about the calories. Trust me, don't even worry about it. It's better for you to stay on track with keto and eat more calories than to eat lower calories and fall off track with keto. And I just want to remind you guys, give yourself a break. You just got to move on, right? You can't change the past. It already happened. So now we just need to move on from it and just keep going forward, and don't even think about it. Just go, just start and just go. Just keep on track, and don't be too hard on yourself. We're not machines, you know what I mean? We're going to fall off track, and that's okay. So if you're not fat adapted yet, likely you're going to experience the keto flu again. You're going to feel really terrible probably if you had carbs for the first time after starting keto, and if you haven't reached that adaptation state. So to avoid the keto flu, here are some things you can do. Replenish electrolytes, add salt, drink plenty of water, and ease into keto gradually. Keto flu typically lasts a week or less. It happens when your body transitions from burning sugar to burning fat as its primary fuel source, and water is flushed from your system, depleting electrolytes. So if you get any of these symptoms, headaches, fatigue, weakness, irritability, muscle cramps, insomnia, constipation, diarrhea, understand that is normal because you're not fat adapted yet, and you just threw some carbs into your system, and now your body is switching back to being a sugar burner, and now then you're going back to being a fat burner before your body has the enzymes built up to be able to switch back and forth with that fat adaptation. So make sure you're getting plenty of electrolytes, and this will pass. You're going to have to get past this stage if that does happen to you, and this goes back to like the stay strong part that I mentioned earlier. And depending on your current glycogen supply, body type, and activity level, you could be in ketosis within 2 to 7 days without ketone supplementation. So if you're just doing this nutritionally and you're trying to get back into nutritional ketosis by depleting your carbohydrates, working out, it could take between 2 to 7 days for you to get back into ketosis. Now, there are many different ways to test this. You can test this using a blood ketone meter, and I actually have a video coming up with different ways to test your ketones, so look out for that. But my preferred way is with a blood ketone meter, and it just is easy for me to see that, all right, my blood ketone level is up again, and I'm back into ketosis. But you can also test this just through how you feel. And if you can typically feel like you're back into ketosis and you're not going to have those cravings for carbs again or anymore once you are actually back. All right, let's talk about some tools to increase your chances of success with staying on track with keto. So there's some things that you can do other than just sticking to this lifestyle nutritionally, working out, intermittent fasting, and all of those things we talked about earlier. There are some things that you can do that can help increase your chances of long-term sustainability and success so you don't have those experiences where you're constantly having those cycles of falling on and off track. And so I'm going to share with you guys my absolute favorite tools. And these are optional, but they are definitely worth it to consider because they could make or break things for you. These are, I found these into my ketogenic journey and they have changed everything for me. And so I love them. And the images that you're seeing here on the right, we have Mitoplex electrolytes, which I already talked about earlier in this video, magnesium, how that is one reason why many people fall off track. So I do suggest you get between 250 and 400 milligrams of magnesium, which you can grab at the drugstore. You can really get it anywhere. And make sure you're taking that every single night for sure. Now, these products in the bold here that I'm going to talk about, the Mitoplex electrolytes and the NAT ketones and the keto cream, these are tools and I love them so much. I have sample packs available. I created these kits called mega kits. And I actually invested in a ton of this product. I put together these kits for you and I actually ship them out of my house to help you get beyond these stages that are so difficult within this lifestyle, especially the fall off track and the get back on track. And so my mega pack is what I would recommend for that. And there is a video where I break it down, what's included and how all of these products work. So I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm not going to go into a deep dive into these products, but the basics are electrolytes. Obviously, we know why we need electrolytes. Our body's flushing electrolytes, and when you don't have a proper electrolyte balance, you can fall off track constantly with keto. And so the Mitoplex electrolytes are really good, especially the flavored ones, because you can mix them up with water and they taste incredible. And you can drink many of them in the day if you feel like it, or just have one a day. It's up to you. And the flavors are really good. So also Mitoplex works at the mitochondrial level, which is different from other electrolytes, which is the powerhouse of the cell, which is going to help you keep your energy and all of those things sustain long term, okay? And then keto nat ketones. So there's different types of exogenous ketones on the market. The reason I like keto nat the most is because they are bioidentical to the ketones that you have in your system. They are the only ketones that are naturally fermented, which means your body is going to recognize it as it would its own ketone. Okay, and so it's going to be absorbed at a higher rate. You're going to feel it at a different level. And having those extra ketones in your system is going to help you avoid the common struggles that we experience when we keep falling on and off track. So it's definitely worth it to give it a shot and try it. But like I said before, it's totally optional. These are tools that I have implemented into my lifestyle and I bring them to you because I love them. And so if you're not into this, that is so cool and that's totally your choice and that is up to you. And you can do this however you want to do it. But these are my recommendations for different supplements and products that I like to use, and I have helped hundreds of people get past these struggles with this system. And so there's that. There's also other ketones within this brand. Keto Up is one that doesn't contain sodium. So if you're someone who is sensitive to sodium, Keto Up might be a really good option for you to try out. And it's also really good. And it gets you into ketosis instantly. So the NAT ketones is going to help you get into ketosis within 1 hour so that your body is able to get to that fat adapted state much quicker, and you avoid a lot of these issues. Okay, so you would drink one of these a day. That's really all you need to get the benefits to be able to push you to that point in your lifestyle that you don't fall off track anymore. And then keto cream, I love this because there's MCT collagen. It's going to help you boost your fat content within the foods that you're eating, which is beneficial, as I mentioned earlier, when you have a higher fat content. When you're getting back on track with keto, it definitely helps. It's a huge boost. Okay, and then the Keto Reboot is an assisted extended fast. So this will help you stay fasted 60 hours. And it's assisted because it contains ketones, bone broth that also contains these ketones. And it's going to have some electrolytes in there, and it's also going to have Signal OS, which Signal OS is a DNA repair. Okay, so it's all created to help you get through 60 hours of an extended fast. Now you can break that up into multiple different fasts if you want. It doesn't have to be the full 60 hours, but that kit is great as well. So I'll put the link for these products, the Mega Kit, which includes samples of the electrolytes, the NAT ketones, and the keto cream, in the description, and also the link to the Keto Reboot. The Reboot is available at specific times of the month. So it might not be available when you're watching this video, but if I did grab a couple extras, I will put those also in the link below so you can see if there's any available there, because sometimes I do have extras for you guys. So, all right, that's a little bit about the supplements that can supercharge your results and help you with this lifestyle. So here are some resources and links from the information from this video. I have low carb keto books that are my favorite books of all the ones that I've read. My absolute favorite ones I put on my kit. So if you go to kit.co, you can search my name, you can find my kit where I put together all of the different books that I really, really like. The Ketogenic Bible, guys, is really, really good. So I suggest you check that one out. And supplement samples. So if you're going to go to beginyourexperience.com, if you're not already working with a promoter, if you're working with a Prove It promoter, you want to reach out to that person to see if they have samples for you. If you're not working with someone already, then you can check out my link and I can help you get started. And I also have a group that comes along with that and different benefits to help you reach your ultimate goal. So there's that. And then keto transformation tools and groceries, etc. I have other kits available in the kit.co. So if you go there and you check out my keto transformation must-have kit, I have some tools that can help you drink some more water, some tools to help you stay on track by journaling your goals and different things. My absolute favorite scale I love, it's all listed there. And then my YouTube channel, this is the link for that so you don't miss it. And Instagram, you definitely want to check me out on Instagram. So hopefully these tips helped you. I really just try to keep it super simple here. You can literally just implement these tips into your life and start applying them and see what works for you, what doesn't work for you, right? We're all different. Check me out on Instagram. I show up there and connect with everyone every single day in my stories. I work out every morning and I try to keep you guys motivated, inspired, and also consider subscribing to this channel because it's just getting ramped up. We have so much content coming for you to help you live your best lifestyle, keep you motivated to stay on track to keto, low carb, high fat. You are just getting started to this lifestyle, you want to check out my Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Keto, where I break down every single thing that you need to know as you get started so I can save you some time. I really appreciate you and I'm thankful for you. And if you have results with keto and if you've been successful at making it beyond the 2 weeks, I would love to hear it in comments. So let me know what you're working on, what your goals are, and how you are doing. Thanks guys for watching this one. Take care.